What's good, y'all? Galaxy Queen Star in the building. So today I would like to recap the last battle, which was Loaded Hollows versus Guns and Cake. Right, Guns and Cakes. That's Tay-Rock and Chess versus Loaded Lux and Hollow the Don. Alright, so let's get started. First round, Guns and Cakes go first. Bang! Bang! Loud blocks. Bow! Bow! Loud tops. A child shot. Hollow brains on Lux. I spilled sauce on a goat like halal spot. So I thought that was fire. I know here in New York we have a lot of halal spots. Okay, you kind of like Muslim food, I believe. Very greasy food. I used to eat it a lot, but I don't eat it no more. Okay, so I like when he said I spilled sauce on a goat. You know they call Hollow, Loaded Lux. They call him the goat. So I like when they said that. I spilled sauce on the goat like halal spot. Next bar. Your gun loaded, the gun loaded, I drum roll it, I hit loaded, I reload it, then unload it. You know what else loaded? The pistol before I pull and squeeze. You know what else hollow? The shells after the bullets leave. Look at these, ... 9 to his brain. Your mama in pain. That shit'll ache her so much, she starts selling land. So I thought that was nice, fire bar. I like how they was going back and forth, Chess and Rock. They had great chemistry on that stage. One is saying gun loaded, reloaded. They going back and forth with that. And then I like at the end when they said, it was a play on words. Your mama in pain, that shit'll ache her so much. Acre, you know, like acre, she starts selling lands, you know, like 30 acres of land. So that was a nice play on words. Acre, ache. Next bar. I walk up to this old dude, cut him and punch him like Pro Tools. Hold your granny for ransom. If I don't get my dough soon, then your grandmother will lose her leg like soul food. So remember that movie Soul Food back in the day? The grandmother was like the rock of the family. She died. She had diabetes, and remember she lost her leg. Next bar. He rolled through, clap his whip, the machine'll flip. Think 18-wheelers crash and shit. That's loaded truck in an accident. You preaching ass nigga, you leaning ass nigga. Hollow always find his way back to the activists. This cat's a bitch. So I like how they did that back and forth. That was pretty nice, pretty self-explanatory. Next bar. Chill, Rock, this a bully moment. Try play with a youngin', scope on a gun, cause I don't like the chase if he running. K to his stomach, Danny Glover, Oprah Winfrey, that's a case for beloved. I waving in public, bloop, or hell raises, bloop, them 12 gauges. And then they drop corn, some shell cases. Them shell cases. It was so fire because when they drop the shell cases, you literally hear, like you hear the sound of shell cases being dropped on the stage. And you know, of course, they were sound effects, but it sounded so real, and they really dropped something too. So it sounded so real. So I like when they say, K to his stomach, Danny Glover, Oprah Winfrey, that's a case for beloved. You know, they also call Loaded Lux Beloved, Beloved. And Beloved was a movie that Danny Glover and Oprah Winfrey played in. So that was very clever. So they had a great first round. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, the first time, this is my second time watching this battle, but the first time I watched it, I literally had a tear run through my eye because I couldn't believe how good Chess was. Chess was in his bag, you know, like you could tell he was ready, and they were so good, their chemistry was so good, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, yes, I'm jumping up and down like, yes, you go, Chess, you go. I was so proud of him. All right, so now we're gonna go to Loaded Hollows round 1. Well, it does make sense, Rock requesting the youth. I reckon who wouldn't want death in their view? Shoot, I heard they treasure Chess. Well, we gonna bury him too, nigga. So I like that line. You know how you treasure a chest, and they talking about chess, and you bury treasure. So I like that. That was nice. Next bar. What symbolic is, they see old men. Nigga, I see old men. But don't think everybody who play along knows what type of sign this is, nigga. So I thought that was nice. That was a play on words, of course. Of course, he said long nose, meaning a gun long nose, but he pointed to the nose, what type of sign this is, but it was a play on word for sinuses. Because you know how you can have sinuses, which bothers the nose. So I thought that was nice. Next bar. This is a pretty long bar. This a different type of energy. So don't ever mention chemistry to a motherfucking scientist who burying this from you little niggas. Look, I'm here to hard check rock. Like a cardiologist? Nah, nigga. I'm talking really checking this pussy. Nigga, that's a gynecologist. No, I'm talking straight hand, giant grip, the DE lion shit. Oh, you ain't lying, boy. That's a fire flip, king. Good looking. But I done got more civil right in these non-valid scripts. I'm not gonna lie. And then this is hollow. I'm confused. Cause you the first one that give rock the clips, nigga. I'm positive. Yeah, now I'm positive. Yeah, you know like the Nas of this. Nigga, nah, this is it. I ain't with all that. We on smack, nigga, talk strap. But since I trust my partner, cool, I'ma fall back. And that's Hollow saying that. Cool. And he literally falls back and Loaded Lux catches him. And when he caught him, he also came back right in chest face. Like, what, nigga? The way he did it was so fire. It was really, really fire. Okay, so now we go on to the next bar. ... Don't be the next nigga to catch a hollow. Bro, I ain't tripping, that was dope, but I thought you done put down a bottle. I mean, you see I'm still eating lean. Wow, that was mean. That reminds me of a vegan scheme. I want to mix it with the Sherbert and Beasley things. Healthy. Squash that. Because if I get the Wilder now, I might even hit Chico Bean. I thought that was nice. All right, so I'm going to say that again. I know I kind of messed up the bar. This a different type of energy. So don't ever mention chemistry to a motherfucking scientist. Who buying this from you little niggas? Look, I'm here to heart check rock. Like a cardiologist? Nah, nigga. I'm talking really checking this pussy. Nigga, that's a gynecologist. No, I'm talking straight hand, giant grip, the DE lion shit. Oh, you ain't lying, boy. That's a fire flip, king. Good looking. But I don't get more civil right in these non-valid scripts. I'm not gonna lie. I'm confused. Cause you the first one that give rock the clips, nigga. I'm positive. Yeah, now I'm positive. You know like the Nas of this. Nigga, nah is this. I ain't with all that. We on smack, nigga, talk strap. But since I trust my partner, cool, I'ma fall back. Don't be the next nigga to catch a hollow. Bro, I ain't tripping, that was dope, but I thought you put the bottle down. I thought you put down the bottle. I mean, you see I'm still eating lean. Wow, that was mean. That reminds me of a vegan scheme. I want to mix it with the Sherbert and Beasley things. Healthy. Squash that. Because if I get the Wilder now, I might even hit Chico Bean. The way he did that was fire. And so as you can see at the end, it was like a vegan scheme, which he said he was going to do. Okay, so he mentioned squash. He mentioned Chico Bean. And you know that's from the Chipotle spot. He even mentioned Beasley. And Mrs. Beasley is a catering company for vegan foods. So I thought that was a nice little scheme. Okay, so that first round was a good round by both of them. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I kind of edged the first round to Guns and Cake. I thought that they took that first round. They gave me goosebumps. When Tay-Rock and Chess rapped together and the way their energy was back and forth and the things they were saying literally gave me the chills. All right, but they both was good. To me, that first round could be debated, but I just edged it to Guns and Cake. Now it's Guns and Cake round 2. Pussy, you made a statement saying stand up niggas don't lean. Yeah, everything healthy. Except my partner, he a whole fiend. He a vegan and an addict. Yeah, them niggas probably put protein in their codeine. These cameras won't stop us from causing a whole scene. I let it fly in his window, boy, protected by no screens. I wish you would try me. Everything healthy? Or that means to us is a good body. Battle rapping for 40 years don't mean your pen is elite. Y'all niggas chemistry stink. Yo, if I send them up and you download it, How are you niggas in sync? Thought that was fire. They went back and forth, of course, and then they kept going with this bar, but then all of a sudden Chess kind of stumbled. It wasn't like a major stumble, a major choke. He just stumbles a little bit, so Tay-Rock brung the whole bar back, and Chess got it together with no problem. Okay, so now the next bar. So many pistols in my crib, I'm like, which one is mine? I grabbed the 40 with the ladder. Hey bro, that gun is mine. See, look. This one is signed. Oh, I see the arm engraved like zombies that come alive. I thought that was fire, 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 fire. Next bar. Who wanna die? I'll leave your whole block wet. Johnny Pumps burst in the street like summertime. I want his bitch. I want his moms. I'm busting shit. I'm dumping nines. Knock him out with the iron. He getting whacked 100 times. Fire. Now remember what happened recently this year, as a matter of fact, back in May, Iron Mike Tyson puts the iron fist on Whack 100 because Whack 100 was dissing Tupac on the podcast. That recently happened. So this bar was fire. I like at the end when he said, knock him out with the iron, he getting whacked 100 times. That was fire. Next bar. In the cave, we role players. Ain't no choosing sides. It was killing me myself pushing suicide. We was back and forth on that line like suicides. He told me I needed a goon to rise. So he told me call Chess. Bro, I'm the only... And then here come Chess. Bro, I'm only here to do a job. They put a young dog down. And now what? You gotta look the youth in his eyes. But he actually said you gotta look the euthanize. And you know what euthanize means. Euthanize is actually putting like a cat or a dog or a human to sleep. So I'm gonna say it again. In the cave we role players. Ain't no choosing sides. It was killing me myself pushing suicide. We was back and forth on that line like suicides. He told me I needed a goon to ride. So he told me call Chess. Bro, I'm only here to do a job. They put a young dog down. And now what? You gotta look the euthanize. And he looking at, you know, hollow euthanize. But that was a play on words for looking the youth in his eyes. Fire, fire, fire. So that, you know, I didn't write too many bars down, y'all, because this battle didn't come out yet. But that was a fire bar. That second round, minus the little stumble that Chess did, that second round was also fire to me. They did a hell of a job. Now we're going to go to Loaded Hollows round 2. Last round, we dumped. He said, this is Hollow starting. Last round, we dumbed it down. Y'all want that or complexity? Because on paper, I got one of the best pins next to me. And if my boy, and then here come Lux. And if my boy points, you gonna ride out. Facts, he's a machine. Just send mines like telepathy. Here's Lux. Just send mines like telepathy. Send mines like telepathy. And he just kept doing that. Telepathy. Send mines like telepathy. And then wait. Another one. ... Luckily, and then here come Hollow. Luckily, I'm on the side. I got an extra key. So he starts putting the key in Lux's back. But the battery not included. And the energy so separately. Here come Lux. Back reconnected. We 2 liters at a high altitude. So the pop different. That's what being in the mountain do. ... Got my partner in the bag. Even New Jersey twerk bouncing too. And you literally see twerk right on their side start bouncing. Like literally doing this. It was so fire. It's like you just had to see it. The way, you know, Lux was going like this. And then at the end when he said, got my partner in the bag, even New Jersey twerk bouncing too. And Jersey twerk starts bouncing. It was so fire how they did it. But I must admit, that second round by Loaded Hollows was pretty short. It was very short. Hollow, the Don tried to do like this diamond tester thing, you know, like a roasting section, but that kind of fell flat because Rock didn't have his chain on. One of his boys had the chain. And at some point, it was a long pause. You know, they got lucky because somebody standing next to Smack actually went towards the crowd and said, no, no taping, no taping. But before the guy said that, Loaded Hollows, they was kind of stuck. They was trying to figure out, you know, where they left off, where they got to go. So I could tell that they choked, you know what I'm saying? They just got lucky when that guy went towards the crowd and was like, no taping. So by the time that guy said that and went back to his spot, Loaded, you could hear the mic. You could hear them saying, okay, start from such and such, start from such and such. So with that being said, Loaded Hollows and Guns and Cake did a minor choke in that second round, okay? And then Loaded Hollows had a very short round, okay? So that second round to me is highly debated. It's very debatable. I feel like that second round could go either way because they both choked in that second round, okay? But Chess had a minor stumble, okay? And Guns and Cake had a longer round, more bars. All right, so now we're going to go to round 3. So far I got Guns and Cake taking round 1 and the second round being debated. So now we're going to go to round 3, Guns and Cake. Bow! See, I blast round, stomach shot. He looking like his last round. So Chess actually rebutted that, trying to act like Lux going, he looking like his last round. So even Tay-Rock was like, oh shit, I didn't even know he was going to say that. I didn't even know he was going to say that. Next bar. I'm a demon and a god. I make hell look so heavenly. Treat his body like his energy. Yeah, so separately. Plan A. I run in his crib with the pole next to me. His bitch pregnant. Plan B. No pregnancy. I thought that was fire. I'll say it again. So Chess starts off. I'm a demon and a god. I make hell look so heavenly. Treat his body like his energy. Yeah, so separately. Plan A. I run up in his crib with the pole next to me. His bitch pregnant. Plan B. No pregnancy. Now y'all know what Plan B is. Plan B is a pill that females can take within 72 hours if they, you know, if the guy ejaculates in them and they don't want to get pregnant, they could take a pill called Plan B. You get it from the pharmacy. It's like, I forget how much it costs. I think it's like $50 or something. And then you take it so that you can kind of, you know, bleed it out. All right, next bar. He couldn't make it to Queens. That nigga bled out. They had to haul him to that Harlem hospital giving beds out. Hey, what you gonna do? I run up, what you say, and bow. Nah, bro, gun in his mouth. Have him begging now? Yeah, Lux choking on a calico. Let me get it together now. Remember when Lux said that in the Calico battle? Let me get it together now. Let me get it. And that's exactly what Chess did at the end. Let me get it together now. But of course, when Tay-Rock was like, yeah, Lux choking on a calico, he was demonstrating a gun. Like he's choking, like having a gun in his mouth. He's choking on a calico, which really happened in a real battle when Lux was choking against the battle rapper Calico. So I thought that was a nice bar. And remember also in that battle, Loaded Lux's famous line that everybody says to this day, Harlem Hospital giving beds out, which they mention in the bar as well. Next bar, Rock. Treat these niggas like laundry clothes. I put a bunch of rounds in this machine and start washing loads. If he iron press him with heaters and watch him start to fold, I knock a nugget out his mind. Oh, that bar was gold. Red beam, scan on him. Oh, that bar was cold. Like they just kept going on. Oh, that bar was sold. Da, 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 da. But I like the beginning when Chess says, Rock, treat these niggas like laundry clothes. And you know what laundry clothes. And then Rock say, I put a bunch of rounds in this machine and start washing loads. But in layman's terms, you put, you know, a bunch of rounds in this machine. You put quarters, which are rounds in the machine, and you start washing loads of clothes. But of course, Tay-Rock means I put a bunch of bullets in this machine, which is the gun machine, and start washing Loaded Hollows. You know, start washing loads. So I thought that was fire. And then I like when Chess said, if he iron press him with heaters and watch him start to fold. So it's still like a laundry scheme. Iron, pressing clothes, heaters is in, you know, the dryers are heaters. Watch them start to fold, you fold clothes. So I thought that was fire. All right, so that round 3, they had a solid round. They had a really good round. Okay, lots of energy, great bars, and good performance. Next, we have Loaded Hollows round 3. So they start off talking about Surf, talking about, I think Lux was saying Surf was looking rocky. Trump must have tweeted for that nigga. Yeah, because he got out ASAP. Niggas say that. So they basically was talking about Surf and how he got out so quickly, and Trump must have helped him out. And then they kept talking and joking about 725, like, yo, didn't this happen on 725? Wasn't his album on 725? And then he sold it for 725. Like, they just kept going back and forth talking about 725, and it was kind of a funny skit. Then they go on in the next bar. The problem is Rock, he sell fights. We make movies. That's true greatness. Harvey Dent with the promotions. Y'all don't know who y'all two-faced with. I thought that was fire. You know who Harvey Dent is. Harvey Dent is that character that was in the Dark Knight movie, I believe. I think it was one of them Gotham movies. And he's the one that had the two face, because one face was a normal looking face and the other half of his face was like burnt. You know, it was just a totally different face. So I thought that was a clever bar. Now, so they go on, Hollow the Don sits on the stage, okay, Lux is telling him, you ODing, you embarrassing me, what you doing? And Hollow replies, and he says something like, you said stand up, niggas don't lean, you know, and they start laughing. Then all of a sudden, they start acting like they arguing with each other, and they actually start battling each other on stage. It was so nice. It was like looking at a movie, like a theatrical movie. It was so nice, you know, like you looking at a play. You know, they argue with each other. Even Chess jumps in, you know, in the crowd and start looking in awe, like, oh shit, you know. And then all of a sudden, y'all, Loaded Lux put on the gray hoodie. Okay, so now it's like he transformed and everybody wanted to see Loaded Lux in this gray hoodie. So once he put the gray hoodie on, Chess jumps back on the stage, and Loaded Lux directs his attention at Chess. So he says something like, I feel like I got that 38 with the electrical tape, banging like an 808. Bass with me if you want, punk. I'll knock you out. Okay, let me start over. I feel like I got that 38 with the electrical tape, banging like an 808. Bass with me if you want, punk. I'll knock your chest in. Zembling with the lead, Rock. Headshot. Can he dig it? You niggas done made grave mistakes. Save your face. And he just kept going on and on and on like a long ass bar, y'all. So I know that the TR-808 is literally a drum machine for electronical music. Okay, so I like when he said banging like an 808. And you know, I feel like I got that 38. You know, a 38 could be the gun 38, banging like an 808. An 808 is a drum machine for music, for electronical music. So I thought, and then at the end, I like when he was saying headshot, can you dig it? You niggas done made grave mistakes. You know what grave is, something to do with the face and the eyes, like grave disease and stuff. So Loaded Lux was like on fire, y'all. Loaded Lux was on fire. He literally transformed at the end and started acting like a real thug. You know what I'm saying? So it was levels to what Loaded Hollows did. You know, they completely changed the game. Like, I've never seen that in a battle. You know what I mean? The stuff that they did was so clever, was so entertaining. You know, so I had to give that third round to Loaded Hollows. So I have the first round to Guns and Cake, last round to Loaded Hollows. And that second round, honestly, I can't tell. That second round could go either way. But it was a great battle on both parts. I really loved it, really enjoyed it. All right, y'all. So I'll see y'all next time. Have a good day. Later.